What's happening, everybody? What's going on? All right, we're just gonna do a restream. I'm too tired. I just got back from a 1 hour walk. I'm like all hot and sweaty. We'll just play the restream from earlier. I guess it should cover everything. And let's play this.
We have breaking news.
Breaking news. We'll play this. The breaking news. We'll let that stream run for a while.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Where is the breaking news? It's here somewhere. Breaking news. We'll just let the stream run. If you guys want to chat, go for it.
Should be good.
It should be good.
Yeah. This should be good. We have breaking news. Somebody come in. Well, where the fuck are you, dude? Okay, so y'all know.
Breaking news. That's right.
Will Orth and I. Well, we had a pretty hot and heavy, steamy affair, and it was round. And I'm kind of a bitch. Yeah, we all know I have threatened the entire state of Texas. I don't give a fuck. So piss me off, and I will say whatever. I don't give a fuck. No, actually, no. But Will is the first guy, literally the only guy, the only guy who, after a very contentious breakup that was super public, right? I mean, y'all think he fucks dogs. Like, I'm kind of mean. So, he doesn't. He doesn't. It never even came up. He did do some stuff back in the day involving bestiality porn, and of course I ran with that, right? But, which is horrible to me, but he said mean shit about me too, and he was with Cammy. He went over to Cammy's camp. So I had to punish him. But some shit happened. And I'm just waiting for him to show up. I sent him a text. So apparently, Brutal Mafia happens to be a fan of mine, or a watcher, and it's my understanding that Brutal Mafia is actually pretty, like, it's a big deal for Brutal Mafia to give me their attention. So I just want to welcome Brutal Mafia. If you're listening, you are welcome to come on panel if you would like. I got some intel about Coach J-Rom that was quite useful, so I wanted to say thank you for that. And it's my understanding that you're not a fan of J-Rom, and I can see why. So if you want to come hang out on panel with me, anybody who wants to come out and hang panel, I'm just chilling here with a couple mics hard. But no, Will and I are not back together. However, he came to me, and he's literally the only guy who actually came back to me, contacted me, and apologized and said, I'm really sorry. I realize now that these people, I know, right? Yeah, tell everybody. Get everybody over here. It's going to be fucking amazing. Somebody go tell Brutal Mafia. Hello, Hot Done. So I have posted the link to the panel, and everybody is welcome to join who wants to join. Will has some interesting information. And I got to say, like I said, the fact that he came to me, that's what you have to know, guys. You think I'm such a bitch, right? You think I'm so horrible, I'm such a bitch. And that I'm just, looking to take advantage of people and use people and tear people down. But the simple fact is that I was taught to forgive those who are repentant. Like, it's in my nature. If I know, no matter how, ugly it gets between me and another person. If at one point I considered you to be a friend and we had a falling out, hey Chris, if you come to me and you'd be like, you know, I want to make things right between us. And so I give Will a lot of credit for reaching out to me. Thank you, Drama. You can come on stream if you want. I posted the link if you want to come up. But what I'm saying is, I can have fallouts with people. People fight. Friends sometimes have disagreements. And I got to say, I'm kind of mean. And I got really pissed at Will. And he, of course, was mad at me. But when he came to me and said, when he emailed me and he was like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry about all this. I want to be friends. I want to be your friend, Dana. Because at this point, I'm not sure I can handle a relationship. I'm still kind of half in love with Niles, and I gotta fucking deal with that shit. You guys don't understand. Niles really fucked me up. Not, it's like, really. And not that I expect Niles to show up and I'm gonna be married to Niles, but it's not fair to bring Niles into any future relationship that I might or may not have. And I got major fucking trust issues, dude. Like, so many trust issues. But I can always use a friend. And so when Will reached out to me, well, you know, that took a lot of courage and maturity on his part. I'm still working on it, dude. I'm still working on it. That whole business in Portland really did fuck me up. And how many years later, and I'm still thinking about it. So, you know, I'm going to be okay. Sometimes you just have to make peace with your own bullshit, right? Like, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and be like, okay, you are fucked up, but you are going to be okay. And so, yeah. Well, darling, I'm not looking for that. Will and I think, are better as friends. I think our relationship went in the wrong direction. Both of us are badly damaged by our marriages, right? Like, Will and I we were with somebody for a really long time. We were with the same person. We're both married. We've really put our heart and soul into our marriages and our family. And it's hard to fucking move on from that, especially when it ended as tragically as Will's marriage did and my marriage did. But here's the deal. We can always be friends. Like, we can always be friends. Like, we understand each other. And maybe we can't be in a, like, traditional relationship. And I know I said Will fucks dogs. He does not fuck dogs. He made a comment to me once. He divulged something to me, and I ran with it because I was mad at him. Don't lie. But he said shit about me too, and he knows that. I don't know if I certainly, okay. I don't know what Will did or didn't do, but I know that when we were together, bestiality was not a part of it because no friends with benefits. He lives in California. I can't have friends with benefits, people. I can't do friends with benefits. It's literally, I'm a witch. So if I have sex with you, I have created a psychic bond with you, and there are consequences. So, where are you, Will? God damn, excuse me. Oh my god. Here, let me. Dude, Mike's hard lemonade. Seriously. So, but Will told me some things. He's going to forward me the copies of the emails. Well, not with when he was with me, but there's something Will needs to tell you people. Well, Will needs to come onto the stream and say he needs to tell you guys. He needs to speak of this because I know what he told me. So, although we never fucking did anything involving animals because literally I am not gonna do that. But we're waiting for Will to show up. I sent him a text message. I was like, hey, I'm going live. Come on. Come talk. Yes, Sarah, you are 100%. He did. Obviously, I do not want to spread untrue rumors. So I want to give Will an opportunity, excuse me, to speak about. No, Sarah, you're right. He did admit to this. There was something he was involved in 20 years ago. But it did freak me out a little bit. Not gonna lie. It really kind of messed me up because I am so weird. I can't even watch animals having sex on the internet, like in a wildlife documentary. I'm really fucking freaked out by animals having sex. And the idea of bestiality porn really freaks me out. Okay, thank you. And I appreciate that. And so I kind of had a meltdown when he told me that he did. Okay, right. So here's my brain going 90 miles an hour going, oh my God. But you know what? Maybe he really didn't ever get involved in it. Maybe he really did just, and I just want to give him an opportunity to speak and tell his side of the story. Because I'm not going to lie, guys, I really did freak the fuck out about it. You guys don't understand that the whole idea of sex with animals is so repugnant to me. It's literally on par with the idea of sex with children. Sex with animals, sex with children is so fucking repugnant to me that I literally freaked out. And the fact that he was even tangentially, and so yeah, I lost my shit. I just know that Midnight Productions is involved in a lot of bad shit involving homeless people. I'm not accusing Will. And Will has expressed a desire to be friends. And we did spend a lot of time together and we talked a lot. And, you know, I don't want to destroy a man's life. I genuinely and legitimately am not trying to cast aspersions on him. I'm really not. I want him to come on panel. Wait, I think that's a pan. Yes.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Okay, let's talk.
Say no to dog sex. Whatever you do.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. When you told me about that, I had a hard time with it, and you admit that it's something hard. It's hard for anybody to, you know, comprehend, and because it just really freaks me out. Like, bestiality is a real trigger for me. Like, I freak out. Like, I am so freaked out by animal sex, by people having sex with animals. I lose my shit.
It's totally fucking disgusting.
It is really disgusting to me. So I had time to think about it. Sorry, I'm belching because I'm drinking mics. Sorry. Anyway.
Excuse you.
Because I genuinely care about you, and I want to be fair. I do. I want to be fair. I don't want to fucking smear your name. I want to give you a chance to talk about your life and what you were doing and like, you know, I want to repair the damage because I told you, Will, like, even if we don't end up together, I still want to be your friend, and I take care of my friends. So, you know, you talk. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you talk.
Yeah. Where would you like me to start?
Well, I want you to tell your story because you told me your story about how you ended up in this situation where you were trafficking in this material, and I just
It all started about 1997 or 8. I can't remember what it was, but it was AOL had a back page where you put your links on there, and they have little links. If you put a link up to certain what they call porn sites, you get paid for it per click. So I just put them up to base. I can't remember the first porn site I linked to, but you get paid like 10 cents every time they click your link. So that grew bigger and bigger and bigger. And I made more money doing these little click things on AOL. Then opened my own website. And the first one was called 69wetdreams.com. Basically had links going to every porn site. And I started trading traffic. It got bigger and bigger as the year went on. And one of these guys that ran a animal porn site said, "Will you trade traffic with me?" This is the point where I got I had about a million hits a day of traffic. So it's 1 million users a day. And they were trading through my hub. I had a $3,000 CC plus script, and I was trading with 120 different porn sites. And this guy said, "Can I get on your list? I want to, to trade traffic with you." And so I did. Now, his traffic was a lot of traffic going back and forth between his site, my site, and all these other sites. We all exchanged traffic. And he was one of the number one producers, paying for clicks. It's pay per click. So I traded traffic with bestiality, squirting sites, MILF sites, all the sites. Every fetish there is. Big tits, small tits, feet. There was all kind of fetish. BDSM, all these websites. I traded traffic with it. I got paid for it.
okay.
Any questions? I didn't have any bestiality content on my computer. No pictures or videos on my computer. None.
Okay. So it wasn't just bestiality; it was like literally everything.
Every fetish there is out there.
Okay.
It's all
Now,
18 years old plus. All because it's all you have to be CPA COPA, approved to have your website on the server, or they'll shut you down. It has to be all approved by the hosting company. So if
okay.
you're in violation of any of those terms, they will shut you down.
So at any point, and this is really coming from me because this is the question I have to ask. Did you watch these videos and
I
be honest?
watched one video somebody sent me. They said it was so bad they sent it to me, kind of like they do in on YouTube, where they'll send you links if it's really bad. Some woman got fucked by a horse dick. It was disgusting. She was vomiting. That's the only one I ever watched.
Well, here's the thing. I grew up in the church, and I was married for 20 years. So I had boring white people married sex for 20 years. And I became aware of the internet in the mid 90s, like every Gen X. And I don't remember I don't know if you remember pornography in the internet in the 90s, but literally it was you could not avoid it.
Yeah, it was real big.
Right. And I saw things not on purpose, but I became really curious about these things because I didn't know that any of this
Existed, right?
I lived in a bubble, so I became real curious, and I went down a rabbit hole, and I saw things that triggered me when I met you, and you told me you were involved in this industry, this trafficking industry, that you were responsible for circulating this material that left me with really deep scars and played a role in my desire to go out and champion for these victims, because I saw women who clearly were on par with Anna. These women do not want this. They are fucking Stockholm syndrome. I know they are. I know they fucking are. You understand that this shit did not make me want it. It made me want to go to war.
Right.
The shit you trafficking caused me to want to go to war. I saw women be fucking horses, and I'm like, that bitch doesn't. I don't care if she acts like she's enjoying it. She's not. That's not normal. There's a bigger fucking conspiracy in here, and I gotta fucking stop it. You guys, you understand that the shit you were involved in, that you thought you were just making money off of, really fucking impacted my life. Because I went from, living in a bubble, not having any fucking clue that any of this shit was going on anywhere in the world.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff worse than that. There's some weird ass shit even worse. I don't even want to talk about.
Hey, I've seen it. I don't talk about all the shit I've seen, but I've seen it. And trust me, I don't have a porn addiction. I don't have a kink. You had sex with me, Will. Right. I am seriously fucking vanilla.
After all that porn shit died down and it all came free, I never went to porn sites again. This is like 20 years ago.
Dude, right. Like, it fucking made you sick to see the shit that was going on the internet. So here I am, ground floor, Gen X, birth of the internet, and I'm seeing stuff that literally keeps me up at night thinking that's not Hollywood scripted. That's literally a woman being raped by a dog. There's a whole underworld out there, and they're using you to trade, and you're making money off of it. And look, I get it. Money is money, right? Like, you had a family, and I get it. Like, it seemed unreal, but not to me. It did not seem Hollywood or scripted at all. It didn't seem like it was movie. it seemed like it was real life. I saw a man burn a woman's clitoris with a cigarette. So when you talk about, oh, you blah, 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 no, I've seen it all. I made myself look. And the effect of this on me, well, when I learned that Joshua Rom when I learned about men like Joshua Rom, you have no idea how much I want to end this motherfucker. Do you understand? Y'all are like, why has she got a problem with J-Rom? Why don't you have a problem with him?
I've seen some videos recently on J-Rom that really opened my eyes and that I've never seen before, and they're pretty sad.
He is absolutely fucking sick and needs to be dealt with. He is not cool. He's not a fucking coach. Fuck you, J-Rom. You're nobody's coach. You took.
And I can't figure out why he got married to Anna all of a sudden.
I saw it because she allows it. Because I saw Anna. Listen, Anna, y'all know who Jacob Sockness is?
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Jacob Sockness
He's on
is?
Kiwi Farms.
Anna is as about as mentally as Jacob fucking Sockness. And I know I picked on Anna, but then I actually saw her, so I kicked that all back, and I realized she's a fucking victim of this piece of shit.
But she got married to him. You know that, right?
He married a child bride. A mentally deficient child bride.
Now, was she pushed into the marriage, or did she want it? What do you think?
Listen, she is clearly mentally deficient because what she's doing is not in any way, shape, or form indicative of a grown-ass woman, because I know women. I am a woman. And I know what makes a woman. And any woman who consents to that disgusting, vile cum stain that is J-Rom is clearly mentally deficient. She's not mentally all there. He is exploiting a mentally ill individual.
I saw some video about, he wanted
Where's
to drug
Brutal
a
Mafia?
6-year-old.
Somebody fucking go get Brutal Mafia. I want him on my fucking stream. I want Brutal Mafia on my panel. He was on my panel the other night with Crystal, and he hates J-Rom. But I want to talk about more.
Well, he seems to know more about J-Rom than I do. I really didn't look into J-Rom's background.
Somebody fucking go get Brutal Mafia. I am not afraid of Brutal Mafia. I have already been exposed to Kiwi Farms. Brutal Mafia can't do shit compared to that. But I know that Brutal Mafia is a big deal on YouTube, and he's got a big following, and I happen to support his crusade against J-Rom, and I want to add my voice to that. So somebody go get Brutal Mafia. Anybody who understands, I saw those clips, Brutal Mafia.
And it was all cut up on YouTube? What? I've never seen those. Hatsabi?
Okay. Anna is clearly mentally deficient and incapable of giving consent. Everybody gives me shit for being kind to Jacob Sockness. I took the time to get to know Jacob Sockness. And I'm sorry, but I just don't have the heart to be cruel to him after everything he's endured. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I don't endorse a lot of the stuff he does, but he's been subjected to satanic ritual abuse. He was used to impregnate a woman, and that child was sacrificed to whatever fucking evil god the cult worshipped, because he's autistic. So they took his seed. They literally used him to impregnate a woman so they could kill that child in a sacrifice, because that's what they do to these people. Do you understand that they find these genetically deficient individuals they deem genetically deficient? Do you have any idea how Nazi this is? Eugenics?
Well, it looks like somebody taking advantage of somebody else is what I see it as.
Well, it is, but I'm saying I could never do that to another person. I am a mom, and my mother's
I
heart.
think it's kind of weird is that J. Rob all of a sudden got married to Anna. I don't understand why did he get married to her? Like out of the blue, he went to Las Vegas. And
Because he's in a panic and he honestly thinks marrying her is going to save him. It's not, J-Rom.
There was
We all
not
know
planned. It was
you
like a
like
win.
it. We all know that you secretly want to fuck children, and you should never be allowed to be around children, J-Rom. J-Rom is Anna is a victim. She's incapable of making a decision because she has so embraced this childlike she's mentality. She's a child, and you're watching a child be sexually exploited by a grown ass man.
That's some sad shit. I don't know how anybody.
And if the FBI is involved, then you need to fucking take that cocksucker to the woodshed for what he's doing to Anna. So, Will, I'm sorry that So let's talk about GLM.
Oh boy, that's a fucking rough subject.
Let's talk about GLM. Because, okay, so I said a lot of stuff, and this triggered GLM, who apparently is into bestiality and thought that you would be down for that. So let's talk about that.
Well, it all started when we broke up. We broke up, and then she started, coming on the channel, and she was following me around. Then she got my phone number. It just escalated. She was stalking on YouTube for about 2 weeks. She was listening to all my fucking streams, and she said she was masturbating to all of it. And it escalated from there. I didn't want to talk about it. It's embarrassing.
I know, but please do. Because that fucking cunt made a comment and tagged me recently.
And what was the comment?
So, fuck her. Fuck GLM. GLM, we know what you do. You best take down your YouTube. You best leave social media, cunt, because I got the tea on you. So, Will, by all means, tell me. Because, hey, by the way, Will spent 11 days in my presence having amazing sex and having amazing time. And at no point did any animals become involved. Because I really fucking lose my shit at the idea of animal sex. I can't even fucking, like, the thought that he trafficked, that he traded traffic. I'm that fucking paranoid and weirded out by it. To me, there's no difference between pedophilia and bestiality. So I lost my fucking mind. But GLM, what did you do, bitch? Come on. Sarah, come on panel. Come on panel, bitch.
Everybody might as well fucking hear about it.
Do it. Sarah, come on panel.
Sarah, come on up. Come on up.
Dude, Sarah. Come on panel.
It's hard to get this out. It's embarrassing.
I know it is, but listen, I give you a lot of credit for being real with me. Not a lot of guys have been real with me throughout this. The fact that you are, major points. Why not?
She doesn't want to come up?
No. You better get your ass up here, bitch.
Do you hear me, Sarah? Get up here.
Bitch, get your ass up here. But okay, so Will, talk about what happened.
Well, we were on the phone probably for 2 weeks. Oh geez, I don't have it written down exact dates and times, but we were on the phone doing the phone thing, phone sex. She would be screaming in the background, all this shit, and then she wanted my phone number, or she got my phone. Then we did all that, and then it escalated where she wanted to meet me. Just begging me to come get a hotel in her neighborhood, her area. So it was one Friday night after work. I packed all my shit up the night before and got ready for this 2-day hotel. It's called the Hotel Continental on like 14th Street in Oakland, in the hood. It was in the hood somewhere. I could, give you a link to it later. But I think it's called the Hotel Continental. And her dog, she said she had to bring her dog Bushy with her. Her dog had to come. Her dog Bushy had to come to the hotel. I didn't want the dog there, but she said she's not coming without Bushy. And she brought that, and when I was checking in, they say no pets allowed, or they're going to charge you this fee if you get caught with a pet. So somehow she brought the dog in, and it got pretty crazy from there out.
What happened?
Well, we had sex. I don't even want to go into the details. But there was a wet, messy mess, and the dog was in the bed while we're having sex. And the dog licked it all up, and she was like laughing about it. She was into it.
Okay. So, by the way,
dog was in the bed. It was in the bed.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a fucking bitch right now, and I'm gonna ask.